a pattern of basically Jada's controlling Will and influencing Will and all these things, but in all reality, you all need to stop about this Jada manipulating, controlling. I get it, she definitely cursed Will, but at the same time, it's his will and energy to really take action on any of these conviction movements. It's all him. The influence of her is within the action, but it's really his body. The curse has taken over his soul, but at the end of the day, does he not have the will to change his faith?
Serious help. That man is
I was in a club, they see me in the pub anyway. She saw me like a beacon, brighter than a light, and she was tweaking, running through the streets want me.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy King JWIGGS here today, and we're back with another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to so apparently Chris Rock responded to the whole situation of him being slapped by Will Smith. So now we're gonna find out what really is going on and why he has kept so quiet for so long and done such a great job on, like, keep holding his mannerisms and not really lashing back at Will. There could have been, if you really think about it, if Chris Rock really responded back on that stage in front of a whole crowd and on television, it would literally been a two-man fighting on the whole stage in front of the whole crowd for the Oscars, and it would have been two black men. I think that would have been a really good look, and I'm really glad. I'm just thinking about it, like, I'm really glad Chris Rock didn't revolted back towards Will Smith, and that was crazy. Also, what if that was really acting? What if it was all fake? I feel like it could be a fake little publicity stunt. We don't really know. The Illuminati's involved. Let's get right into it and find out what's going on here.
Love will make you do crazy things.
Oh, it will. Definitely will. Get it, Will?
The drama surrounding the slap continues.
Oh, wow.
While the Academy is still debating how they'll punish Will Smith for slapping Chris Rock, new details have started to emerge about the incident. A newly surfaced video shows Jada laughing after Will slapped Chris. And now, Chris has finally broken his silence on the slap.
Jada laughing.
On Wednesday, March 30th, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences announced they had initiated disciplinary proceedings against Will Smith for slapping Chris Rock during the 94th Oscars ceremony. The Academy said in a statement, Board of Governors today initiated disciplinary proceedings against Mr. Smith for violations of the Academy's standards of conduct, including inappropriate physical contact, or threatening behavior, and compromising the integrity of the Academy. The statement claims that Will was asked to leave the ceremony after he slapped Chris, but he refused, and the Academy admitted they could have handled the situation differently. The Academy also apologized to Chris, other attendees, and viewers, and said, Mr. Smith's actions at the 94th Oscars were a deeply shocking, traumatic event to witness in person and on television. Mr. Rock, we apologize to you for what you experienced on our stage, and thank you for your resilience in that moment. We also apologize to our nominees, guests, and viewers for what transpired during what should have been a celebratory event. The Academy said they will hold a board meeting on April 18th and explained they may take any disciplinary action, which may include suspension, expulsion, or other sanctions permitted by the bylaws and standards of conduct. Consistent with the Academy's standards of conduct, as well as California law, Mr. Smith has been provided at least 15 days' notice of a vote regarding his violations and sanctions, and the opportunity to be heard beforehand by means of a written response.
You little Wonka, don't do that again.
The Academy has been under a ton of backlash from fans and public figures for letting Will stay and accept his Oscar after he slapped Chris Rock.
That was
Comedian and Oscar co-host Wanda Sykes thought it was gross that the Academy let Will stay and give a speech after they witnessed him physically attack Chris over a joke.
And for them to let him
oh my gosh,
stay
look at her
in
nose.
that room.
What is that? I'm a little confused. I haven't paused the whole video, but this is this. It's actually not that bad. It's a little cute. Let's move on.
attack Chris over a joke.
And for them to let him stay in that room and enjoy the rest of the show and accept his award, I was like, how gross is this? This is just the wrong message, you know? Like, you assault somebody, you get escorted out the building, and that's it.
Many fans on Twitter agreed with Wanda, and one of them said, "The main thing that confuses me over the Will Chris thing, how the hell does the Academy let Will Smith stay? Surely there's a no violence policy. They knew it was real, so why did the show just go on as if nothing happened? Give the distressed and perturbed man a microphone?" And another person tweeted at the Academy, "I am absolutely shocked you let Will Smith stay after he assaulted someone.
Not only stay, but get an award.
Shock. You know how traumatizing that is for people, let alone Chris Rock. There were no repercussions for his actions. He went on to win. Toxic masculinity rewarded in front of the world."
Boo.
But that's not the only shocking detail about this whole situation. In a newly resurfaced video filmed by an audience member, Jada can be seen laughing at Chris after Will slapped him. What's
I think this lady's a part of the Illuminati. He's controlling Will. Will no longer has control over his body. It's just this lady has a little curse on him.
That's not the only shocking detail about this whole situation. In a newly resurfaced video filmed by an audience member, Jada can be seen laughing at Chris after Will slapped him. What's
She has some sort of power over him, and it's really creepy.
also weird is that when Will started yelling and cursing at Chris, Jada didn't even look at Will once, as if what he was doing was something completely normal. And another clip from the Oscars night showed Chris looking extremely shocked after.
Okay, so I guess after Will slapped him, she just didn't really care. It was as if it was a part of the skit.
After Will slapped him.
Because it is a skit.
"Look at Chris Rock's face after that slap," one fan tweeted. "I can't help but feel for him. He still looks shocked and humiliated. And the fact that there are videos showing Jada laughing after that slap shows what a narcissistic woman she is." Many fans are now saying the same thing and calling out Jada for being a toxic narcissist who manipulates Will to soothe her ego. Of course, this isn't to say that Will is innocent in all of this, but it's very telling how Will first laughed at Chris's joke about Jada's hair, and only when he realized that Jada wasn't amused, he marched on stage and slapped Chris. She could have at least tried to stop or calm down Will after he first yelled like a madman, one fan said. Her ego is so high that she didn't even care that he was making a fool of himself. Can't be too surprised, though, after knowing how she already is. I immediately saw Jada in a completely different light, another fan said. It was as if I no longer saw her as his wife, but I was seeing her as his handler. He had been laughing, and then she gave him that look, and instantly, like a little toy soldier, he jumped up and did her bidding. One person commented, "The reactions tell you the core values of this super couple. Jada laughing after Chris got smacked is all we need to know about Jada." And another fan added, "Looks like she got over the alopecia joke faster than all of us did." Other people are saying none of this is too surprising given what the Smiths have previously revealed about their marriage. One fan tweeted, "Will initially laughed until Jada gave him the stink eye. Like a lapdog, that was his cue. Sounds like Rock didn't know, like many of us. There is something so strange about that couple, not to mention that entire family. No moral values, so detached from reality." And another fan added, "I don't want to hear nothing about defending a wife's honor over a joke on live television, especially when Jada aired out her entanglement for the world to see and made Will a meme and laughingstock for eternity." So by now, we've learned how all these celebs and fans feel about the slap, but what about Chris? Does he also think Will's being manipulated by Jada? Well, Chris broke silence on the incident on Wednesday night, March 30th, during his sold-out stand-up show in Boston, where, according to Entertainment Tonight...
This is really not going to look too good. He has a stand-up show like a week later, and he's going to be talking about this whole thing.
He got really, extra security.
I really just want to see this so bad. I'm a little anxious.
Chris told the crowd, "So, how was your weekend?" And then went on to say, "I don't have a bunch of to say about that, so if you came here for that, I'm still processing what happened, so at some point I'll talk about that. It'll be serious," Chris told the audience. "It'll be funny, but right now I'm going to tell some jokes." Chris also squashed rumors that he spoke to Will after the slap and said, "I haven't talked to anyone, despite what you heard." But we're also hearing that Chris shut down an audience member who cursed out Will during his comedy show. According to People, an audience member yelled out, "Will Smith," and Chris quickly shut him down by saying, "No, no, 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 no." In the meantime, reports emerged that police had offered Chris a chance to press charges against Will, but he refused. These reports were later confirmed by Oscars executive producer Will Packer in an interview with ABC News.
The LAPD officers finished laying out what his options
So
were.
Chris is like avoiding this.
And they said, you know, would you like us to take any action? And he said no.
The LAPD also put out a statement on the Oscars incident and said the individual involved has declined to file a police report. And some fans are now saying the reason why Chris refused to press charges against Will
Could they
and
go way
stopped his
back?
audience from cursing him out is because Chris knows that Will's dealing with some very serious issues, especially when it comes to his relationship with Jada. I feel that Jada has been gaslighting and abusing Will for decades, one fan said. The victim finally becomes the abuser without help. Now their own kid confirms, and that's how we do it. This family needs to get serious help. Jada will be the death of Will Smith, another person said. This woman has traumatized him to a point where he can't think properly.
Okay.
I think Will needs
So, the thing is, I'm getting a little pattern of basically Jada's controlling Will and influencing Will and all these things, but in all reality, you all need to stop about this Jada manipulating, controlling. I get it. She definitely cursed Will. But at the same time, it's his will and energy to really take action on any of these conviction movements. It's all him. The influence of her is within the action, but it's really his body. The curse has taken over his soul, but at the end of the day, does he not have the will to change his faith?
serious help. That man is a shell of his former self because of that sorry excuse of a human being, Jada. However, others are saying that we shouldn't excuse Will's behavior and that he needs to take responsibility for what he did. There seems to be a level of narcissism that both Jada and Will have, one fan said. They are both incredibly fragile and excuse their behavior in completely inappropriate ways. I've seen it firsthand countless times. It's the "you can't take hits at me, but I can literally hit you" thing. It's messed up. One Twitter user wrote, "Chris handled himself like a real man. The joke wasn't even an insult. I lost all my hair from chemo, and if someone called me G.I. Jane, I'd take it as a compliment. Seems like Will and Jada have bigger problems than a comedian's jokes." And another fan added, "Jada is a raging narcissist who has gaslit Will to the point of becoming a weak man, and he is desperately trying to prove he's not. Both are egomaniacs in their own ways.
Both.
Neither of them are strong
There
or the
you
power
go.
couple they like to think they are."
Stop saying Jada.
But if that shocked you,
I
wait till
get
you
that
watch this
she's
next
crazy.
video.
And she's very scary and she's a part of the Illuminati, but you gotta stop saying Jada every minute, you know? But it's such a sad situation, you know. I think Chris, you know, I feel like Chris is being a great friend by I just feel like if my friend would do that to me,
Love will make you
I really wouldn't like it. Like, I really wouldn't like it at all if my friend did that to me. But you know, yeah, Jada is she's a little scary, but you know, at the end of the day, we don't really know what happens behind the scenes, do we? Do we? So we just gotta stand aside and just watch and see what really happens. At the end of the day, sometimes it feels like it's none of our business, is it? You know? So, you know what? I like this clip right here. Might make this a little thumbnail, you know? Chris is gonna be looking at me confused, but yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. King JWIGGS up. Later. Stay safe.
I was in a club, they see me in a pub anyway. She saw me like a beacon, brighter than a light.